I get my ideas from all sorts of places, but I'm going to tell you about the two places where I tend to get most of my ideas. The first is books, other people's books. That's where people tend to put their best ideas. And when you encounter someone's idea that you really love, that you're really taken with and excited by, you can grab it and be influenced and inspired by it and make it your own. For instance, my Giger the Robot series of books. Those books were inspired by me reading a whole bunch of books about what it was like for a kid to go to school for the first time. I read books by all different kinds of authors about that experience. And I said, I don't want to write that same sort of book, but what if I looked at it from a different perspective? What if instead of sending a kid to school, I sent a robot to school? What would that be like? And that question and all of the questions that came after it really excited me. And in answering those questions, I built this character, Giger, and the world of his school and all of his stories. The second way I get a lot of ideas is using questions as well. But it comes not from books, it comes from the world. It comes from being in the world and being engaged in the world, being present, being mindful, noticing things, using all of my senses, and asking questions about what I'm experiencing. Often the question that I'll use to begin this search for ideas in the real world is what if? And what if is really the question that all stories come from. So you'll be walking around, you'll see something happen, you'll smell something, you'll hear something, and you can say, what if? What if this and that? What if that squirrel running up that tree was running away from a dog? Why? What had happened? Or maybe it was running to another squirrel. Why? By asking these questions and hunting down the answers in a way that satisfies and excites your brain, that's how stories begin, and that's really how they're built. So, you want ideas of your own for stories? Read and pay attention to the world around you when your nose isn't in a book.